When I was in art school, I really hated just making art for no purpose. We now have books that are 11 or 12 years old. It's become almost like a time capsule for people all over the world, and we have kids who were kids when they did it and now have come back in their 20s to visit their book. I'm much more about this idea of community creation rather than individual artists. It's a lot more fun to know there's people all over the world working on the same thing as you. Whether it's an outlet to talk about something or just a way to practice their art making. Everyone obviously has something interesting to say. We all share it online all the time. This is just your story in their hands. I'm the founder of the Sketchbook Project in Brooklyn Art Library, where we have 45,000 sketchbooks from over 100 different countries. It started as sort of just a way to get our community involved in a little gallery space that we had set up. And we started to just put these calls out, and it was very sort of we have different objects we can send, like a disposable camera or a sketchbook or a canvas, and people started to email us from all over wanting to be a part of the project. And the Sketchbook Project was one of many of these things that we did, but it was the one that we always sort of went back to, and it kept growing. Anyone can submit by going to our website, brooklynartlibrary.com, and they can order a book. They're 5x7. You can draw in it, you can sketch in it, anything you could possibly want to do. You can rebind it and you can make it your own. It has to be thinner than an inch. And then you'll mail it back to us. In that process, you'll catalog your book with all of your keywords. So whether that's the topic that you did, or the mediums you used, or the location that you live, or you can put in a whole entire bio about yourself, and all of that becomes searchable in our library system. So when the book returns back, viewers will be able to come and search for your book, or search for topics they're interested in, and hopefully your book is one of them. And then it lives permanently in our space. Here's, looks like a kid's book. It's a whole middle school in California that all did monsters. This book, I'm biased on this book because it's my wife, but I think it's a great example of a complete different one. So she made this felted rat inside, and then it was the Encyclopedia of New York City Rats, and then each of its little clothing is the brunch rat, and he's got cheese on his plate, obviously. The freelancer rat. This is his, when he goes down to Florida for the winter, he's got his little bikini. A lot of people really take this sort of to a new level. It's most of them, I think, are kind of full art projects. Though there are obviously people who just use it to sketch, and that's, awesome. I think it's really cool too when people decide to make it a whole project from beginning to end. I think a lot of people use it also as a starting point for their own personal projects. They'll make the book and then they'll use it to grow. We've had people who were in their 60s who have never made art before, and then this was their first time, and then now they're going back to school for art because they were inspired by this. Or we have professional artists that use this as their one fun project a year that is not work related. You could pull a book off the shelf and it, no matter what you pull, it's completely different from the one next to it, and even though they're the same theme or might have used the same approach, everyone is so individual, and I think that's so interesting, and then it blends together into one giant piece.